Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Ixion. So we have a situation where they would like us to send or train an enormous amount of colonists, and I don't necessarily think that is required. But I do wonder what it's all about. Obviously, we do want to...
People of the VVS Tycoon, we have detected the presence of a BMS warship in the Ilia system. The Piranesi has followed in the footsteps of your Vol trace. We have no weapons, no military solution against such an enemy. To ensure the survival of this settlement in Ilia, you will have to find a way to silence him, once and for all.
What? How is the Piranesi back? Here it is. That is just crazy. Let's pause it for a second while we quickly have a look. So this is the Piranesi hanging out over here. And now we've switched off the Eden, so the Eden is not telling me what is actually going on. And what we don't have is we don't have a countermeasure. We have one countermeasure is available, no threat is detected. Let's just double check and make sure that is in fact the case, because I don't necessarily think that is the case. We don't have any countermeasures ready to go. But what we can certainly do in the docking platform. So what I'd rather do is, let's just say from here, I would like you to auto build those instead of those. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and dismantle that one. I'm not going to be too fussed with that. So let's just get that dismantled. I thought our requirements here was no longer an issue, but we're back having problems with these guys. So we'll need to bear that in mind. I just have no idea why we all of a sudden have the Piranesi back. I thought we killed it. So that's a bit of a challenge for us to deal with. So if we speed things along a little, that's so what is on this ship over here? I just want to make sure. Can we have a bit of a look? So that one is moving some alloys over, so that's all good. Do wonder if the Piranesi is going to start firing stuff at us. We want to see what happens with the Nabrock as it arrives on the other side there. Okay, let's pop in and have a quick look at potential signs. What's going on over here? This is Yaping of the Scientific Syndicate of Sector 1. The EMV Sharon shuttle, the ship you arrived on, is still stored within the Tycoon. If we were to recondition it, it could carry a lot of people, many more than a cargo ship. Than a cargo ship could. I mean, its heat dissipation ability alone gets me excited. We have prepared a project in the tech lab. We can break down the shuttle's plans, replicate the design, and build more shuttles. All the crew can reach Romulus. Understood. Romulus colonization. It's in that for the time being, and let's pop in here and have a quick look. So where is this this new scientific piece of research for us to do? Is it here? Is it, where would it be? Romulus colonization, here it is. Well, we can certainly get cracking on that. So let's make a start on that. That should be a pretty good piece for us to do, and then from there we could do that one. I'm still a little concerned about the Piranesi and how to handle that, but yeah, this extra ship is probably something we need to bear in mind. You can go over there and mine us a little bit of ice, so we're able to continuously feed our people. Have we managed to clear out everybody here? Okay, that's fine. So let's switch this off, and what we'll do is we'll clear that one out and we will switch it off. That's all good. We will go over here. What is this saying? Administrator, everything confirms this sad truth. The Piranesi has followed us to the Ilia system. Great.
Administrator, I am not dead yet. I will feed on your pitiful community. I will build my rebirth. Are you ready for your simulation?
That's super scary. Is that the end? Close that transmission. Let's switch this one on and move some more colonists over. It's kind of the plan. So we should have a countermeasure ready to fire if we need to. I do wonder what the Piranesi is gonna get up to. So did this guy manage to drop off the stuff it needed? It did. It did in fact drop off some stuff. So it seems reasonable. I'm a little concerned by the fact that we are actually trying to send everybody to Romulus. The first 50 colonists are all good. I'm quite comfortable with that. Whoa. What's going on with our food supply? Let's just keep an eye on that for a second. It should be fine. I think it's just a matter of moving a few things through. What's going on here? We are pretty happy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down to the normal provisions over here, and probably this one doesn't need it, and probably then over here as well. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's super happy. So let's go down and drop down to normal provisions. We don't need to go crazy. I do wonder. I'm going to keep an eye on the Piranesi over here. Yeah, we're slowly getting all of these cryopods all sorted out. And we should have more than enough food for everybody. Okay, so we've unlocked that. Construct 20 shuttles. My goodness. Okay, let's have a bit of a look. If we go here... Ooh, there we go. We should have people here, but we'll have to move colonists over. But that's okay. We'll be able to do that. So that's not the one. So let's do... let's just start building some of these shuttles then. I do wonder, you could probably build them everywhere then, right? Right? So let's at least build 2 of them for the time being. But then I definitely need to continuously mine. If that is the case. What is happening over there? Oh, I've switched all of this off. So let's switch one of them on again so we can actually get these, or 2, so that we can get those things built. I mean, fixed. That's kind of the plan, right? Do we go about training another round of colonists? I think so. Let's go and grab that. Lots of polymers. Everything's being built. There is a countermeasure over there. We've got lots and lots of silicone. That's all good. We've got the science going on. And the Piranesi has still not started attacking us, which is okay. Which is okay. Causes me a little bit of angst. But I'm wondering about... Did we get any colonists here or not? No, we don't have any. I am wondering about Remus and whether I should move the tycoon over to Remus. Kind of an interesting idea. What we could also have a bit of a look at is see if we can't... Let's pop in over here. If we come to one of these, right, we could generate some waste in this location, right? If we go, oh, we'll have to finish that off. So if we go to factories here, we can build a waste treatment center. Can transform either 50 waste into alloy, 50 waste into 20 polymer, or 50 waste into 1 electronic every 10 cycles. So as a starting point, I'm kind of tempted to go ahead and build one of them. Oh, it fits quite nicely over there. So let's build a waste center in there. That's fine. We'll get that going. We should be able to send some people over here to work it. So we'll keep an eye on that. and then maybe we'll put the waste protocol in place, and so that we can generate more polymers from waste. Technology high-risk experimentation field has been unlocked. So let's pop back and have a look at what we're researching. I don't think we're researching anything at the moment. But if I pop into the tech lab, now we can go and grab computing optimization, which gives us 5 science every 3 cycles, which is a good thing to have. And then beyond that, what we'll do is recycling alloy costs 10 fewer waste, sort by solvent. The recycling polymer provides 5 extra units. I think that's probably the likeliest one for us to do. So let's pop in there as a starting point and get that research done. These upgrades doesn't cost too much, but we do need to keep a bit of an eye on that. What is actually going on over here? Oh, we are still busy delivering some stuff, which is on the way. It should be on the way. I think I need to send the tycoon over here to Remus to see what's happening with that. But let's keep speeding along. I believe this is sending us some alloys, some electronics, and a few colonists. Whether we're going to see the colonists be up to shreds is a different question. Okay, we've built a couple of shuttles. Now let's see about building some more. So I could certainly build another shuttle there. We could... Do we have any polymers in here? We don't, so let's forget about that one. We've got polymers over here, so let's build a shuttle there. And we should have polymers on this side, so let's go ahead and build one over here. We can probably even build 2 of them. Now, let's have a look at this. So what are we saying? Zia Ping from the Scientific Syndicate of Sector 1. So good news and bad news. The good news is that we found a solution to permanently solve the Piranesi problem. Now that we have finally reached a viable exoplanet, the tycoon has no further purpose. As such, we propose the following. While preparations are being made for colonization, the tycoon sectors should be filled with batteries. Ooh. They are charged and the crew ready for exit. A flight path will be plotted for the tycoon to crash into the Piranesi. According to our calculations and based off our recent experiences within PSRB 1257 system, igniting the stored power should be enough to destroy the BMS warship. Now for the bad news. Only you can command the tycoon system. If we were to disconnect you, you will have to be on board when the tycoon crashes. I'm sorry. Use a copy of the Protagonist PA to direct the tycoon through its last moments. Understood. So, does a captain go down with his ship? I'm not a captain, I'm an administrator. Or do we use a copy of the Protagonist PA to direct the tycoon through its last moments? It seems more reasonable. But if that doesn't work, then probably. So let's try and do that. The last stand in the data listening. Now, the one thing is build enough batteries to cover an area of 1,000 tiles and prepare colonists. So we definitely want to prepare colonists. So what we do also want to do is pop in here and see about improving our colonization rate. So it reduces training cycle. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Which one was I busy doing? I was busy doing... Sorry, let's pop in here. Ooh, that's all done. Were we busy with this? Sort by solvent. Yeah, let's go back and grab that. Yeah, that's the one that's underway. And then what we'll do is we'll go and do the anti-nihilist conditioning. Interesting. An interesting proposition. And now the question is, now that I've hit that button, will the Piranesi start activating and giving us some grief? What's going on here? Let's have a look. Did we actually land? We actually got all those colonists in there. So the next round of colonists should hopefully be sufficient to at least start the process over here. And I believe this will be the last drop-off. Yeah, that will be the last drop-off over there. And then Numitor will start happening, doing its thing. Everything else is kind of doing okay. Now let's pop back in. We should have built our thing here, so that is underway. This is still got about 4 cycles left to go, so we'll leave that in place. We've stopped using all of that food that we had there. Still awaiting more colonists here, so let's speed things along again. We're building more shuttles. Piranesi moving? No, not yet. Got more shuttles built, and there should be a 5th shuttle coming in soon. I'm still worried about the Remus, though. Nothing here is saying we should be doing stuff with the Remus, which is of a bit of concern. Keep speeding through stuff. We aren't actually picking up any of the ice, are we? So one of these should be... Let's get the Pelican out there to go and pick up some ice. Not that I believe it's been a massive problem for us. But yeah, our last few cryopods is being moved. Okay, so that's done. So Numitor, what is happening over here? After several surveys, the team of the Montessori discovered the existence of a second, much smaller and denser core of Numitor. Self-similar space particles were also detected, and the team proposes that there is a correlation between the presence of these particles and the core's strong geothermal activity. Interesting. So we'll just pick up the science and then we'll move on to Plutarch. Okay, so this is underway. We are busy constructing the administrator site, which is of interest, so we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, so you are saying you don't have anything to go on. So what we'll do is let's build, let's do that and see how that goes. And then at the same time, we would like to at least grab a little something over here. So we'll do this. This one will need to be garbage. And so we will need to almost do this. Get that done, please. And pop in there, and let's say, so from here, let's do some waste recycling, please. And now, with that in mind, we can switch this to waste recycling. And this guy can say, come on, buddies, you are going to do that. And in order for us to do that, we'll need an extra little piece there. And you need how many workers? So you seem to be fine with your workers. All you need to do is get a little bit of waste going. So that should be okay. Is everything here now going to generate waste? I believe these NEI quarters should be generating waste if we have them as NEI quarters. Polymers. No polymers here. We have polymers here, so let's get an extra shuttle going. Don't have any polymers in this area. Lots of food though. We do definitely have polymers here, so we'll go and grab an extra one there. And we'll go and grab one there and one there. So we'll build another round of 4 of them, but we do need to keep a little bit of a mindful eye going. But yeah, 4 shuttles at a time is not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So you're still busy picking stuff up there. You are busy doing your thing. 5 crewmen died during the last cycle in an accident. Why is that? Okay, what is happening in Sector 5? So you've got this going. So why on earth is this an issue? A crew member has died in an accident while working in the AVA airlock in Sector 5. I would like to remind you that poor working conditions and power overload can lead to accidents and the death of crew. A dead employee cannot contribute to a $AAC operation. Sure, no accidents occur in Sector 5 for 15 cycles. Accidents happen, people. So we are out of people. So what we will need to do is let's move some workers over here. Ooh, we need plenty of workers to come over here. So we need like at least 30. So sector 4 has got how many? Oh, there's plenty of extra workers in Sector 4. So let's get an extra 30 workers from Sector 4 to Sector 5. So from Sector 4 to Sector 5, we'll go with 30 workers, please. Send a bit of a migration over there. Is that going to be sufficient? Probably not. We need an extra 5, so we'll probably grab an extra 5 from where? Going on in Sector 1. That's all good. Sector 2, probably not. Yeah, probably Sector 3. So let's get an extra 10 from Sector 3 to Sector 5 and start that migration also. So hopefully that keeps things going. I didn't agree to anything there. Okay, we're busy collecting science. We're doing our thing. Are we still doing science? We're not. So let's have a look. So the colonization thing has happened. So reduce the training time by 2 cycles. And then each training session can now accommodate 50 non-workers. So let's go with that one and then that one. And then we'll do team rotation from there. Ooh. Good. Good. We haven't even opened that last sector, and it doesn't seem like it will ever be necessary. Let's pop in there. So we should be okay at Sector 5 now. What? People have moved over. Question is if they've got any... Why? It's buggy. It's absolutely buggy. I think I'm going to go ahead and resume some construction over here also. That's a little weird, isn't it? How are we doing on shuttles? Shuttles are being produced, so that's okay. Being picked up. That's almost done, so we'll pop into there for a second. Okay, construct the administrative site. So what's happening? The administrative site has been built. Energy facilities are operational. Oxygen recycling systems are up and running. And the site is being maintained at an optimal 18 degrees. We have also collected some relevant data on the atmospheric entry issue and have sent this to the Tiqqun to support efforts there. Construct the syndicate site. Well, that's another option for us. The crew of the contract will prepare a syndicate site. This area will be a food production, healing, and scientific research. So let's go ahead and do that. We will again use the Nabrok to do that. So let's do that one. And if I pop back in here, this should be fine, right? Where are my workers now? We have 80 workers here, right? This is completely wrong. This pains me. Absolutely pains me. So where can we actually get? Can any of this stuff? Technology dormitory cell has been unlocked. So how do we? Is there anything that's going to produce waste for us here? I thought the quarters can produce waste. Let's just have a look. So we should have... These crew members should have been moved already, right? So I have no idea why we're missing out on crew members here. Build me a shuttle, buddy. A shuttle over here. We'll go ahead and... Oh, that shuttle is underway. And we'll go ahead and construct a shuttle there. And we'll probably go ahead and construct a shuttle here. So let's go about doing that piece. I still don't know why Sector 5 is being a bit of a pain. So that is going to be that. And then what we'll need is a little bit of polymers going in there. And this should be collecting rubbish. Not that yet, though. So in the meantime, do I switch it off or something? Now we're in extra hours. I honestly don't need this. I can switch that off. Now this is to optimal. There's 110 people here, including 80 workers, but for some reason, it's still not registering as appropriate numbers of workers. So let's leave it be for a little while, so just get people a little happier. We do need additional batteries, though. So I'll have a bit of a look at the research to see if I can improve on our battery sizes. Okay, we've collected all the signs over here at Numitor. Montessori, please move over here to Plutarch. And we still need Vulcan. Okay, we do need another round of some probing stuff, right? So can we potentially collect some carbon around here? We definitely can. So if I wanted to do that, let's send one of those guys over that way and see if we can't go and collect some carbon as we go to the other side. Now what I'll do is I'll switch this one off, switch that off, and switch this off. We don't need any of that because we've cleared all of our cryopods. Okay, so we have finished off some more technology. Now, if I have a look, the colonization center, the term rotation or team rotation can do some much more work there. So let's go about researching that so we can move some more colonists through. That's definitely something we can do. What we could also have a look at is if there's anything else we can start picking up here. Construction speed, something at the EVA airlock maybe, loading and unloading. Romulus colonization is done. Internal components. Mining faster. What is this? Ships move faster. I don't necessarily think that is required. Here we can have the NEI protocol. While the waste recycling policy in effect, quarters reduce waste at the rate of 1 waste per 20 inhabitants over 15 cycles. So let's get that underway. Maybe that is something that's going to help us out. So we've got that policy in place on Sector 5. Still have tons of this going on. And I believe this is about as max it can do. The Piranesi is hanging out over here. Now let's speed things along a little. So yeah, not a lot actually happening. We're trying to mine some stuff. We're trying to make sure that we've got a fair bit going on. Piranesi is not being too threatening at the moment. We are kind of picking up all of the science that we can. So pick up that science and then we'll pop in there. And then there's still a fair bit going on. This guy is doing what exactly? It's moving some stuff over, right? 46 there. That's okay. Now, if I pop in, our science is underway for the next big thing, so we'll just leave that in place, and then we'll have a look. This is going to pick up a little bit of carbon for us, so what I would need to do is, yeah, no one is actually going to do the carbon. Okay, that's actually quite an interesting one. So let's just go about doing that to clear out the mining of all of that ice, so we have all of that ice mined and ready to go. That's good. And we're pretty close to the end of this episode again. Picking up some more signs there. Everything else is pretty stable. Polymers are struggling the most, and it's because we're building shuttles at an enormous rate. But we are doing pretty reasonable job at it. I might give it up to about 200 again before we go further. We've got the NEI quarter in place, so that means we should be generating waste in this general area. How's our workers looking like over here? So now workers should be fine. Yeah, I have no idea. So everybody seems to be pretty unhappy. Let's switch that on. Should be okay. I can move more people. A new policy can be sent in Sector 5. So what I would like to do... Why are people angry over here? The waste policy is in place. Propaganda from train stations from hull integrity being over. So people in cell housing, really? Well, you shouldn't need to be in cell housing. You can live in one of these other quarters. So what I'll do is I'll pause the game for a second. We'll do that. We'll say yes, dismantle. And then we'll say cancel the destruction of that. And we'll have people just move over to some proper housing stuff, right? There we go. So now everybody should be happy. Happy and optimal. And we'll finish off the cell housing yet again. Should be fine. No problems whatsoever. We can pick up another shuttle over here. We'll just slowly squeeze in and out a few shuttles. That's kind of what we're doing. Got a whole thing going on over here, which we can still upgrade a little bit more with some more science. So that's all good. And yeah, we can. Don't need that, guys. So let's clear this battery out. And I'm pretty keen on clearing out this demotic quarter also. We've got too many things happening here. Got extra hours running. We need to move about 10 workers over. So we'll go from Sector 3 to Sector 1. And we'll just move 10 workers over there ASAP to start sorting out what we've got going on there. And that should generally be fine. Now, we should be collecting waste here from these facilities. And we should be hopefully moving more people in here. I kind of wished I picked up even more people. So slowly trying to colonize a little bit more. We don't have that many. Hang on. Let's quickly pop into Sector 1. Just want to have a look. So in Sector 1, what's our population looking like over here? So in Sector 1, non-workers seems to be a fair bit actually, right? Sector 1 has 919 non-workers, so we can quite comfortably say, well, let's train 200 colonists in 3 cycles. So let's throw one in there and get that training going on. Gonna stop us from people from eating too much more food. Now, I think we're probably going to end this episode. What is happening over here? What are you sending over before we end? Yeah, some stuff. Okay, there we go. I think that's going to be kind of where we're going to leave it. We will see about maybe picking up a few more things here, and then we'll move over to Remus to see if we can't sort that out. Oh, and we're at the Plutarch, so we'll have a look at that in the next episode as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!